Okay, let's unpack this one.
Yeah.
We're diving into something pretty unique today. You've got this mix of like deep personal tragedy, cutting-edge AI, and then, surprisingly, Tasmanian justice.
Right, kind of an unexpected combination.
Totally. It's the true story of Judge Peter Ellise, his life just consumed by sorrow after losing his wife, Hollie.
And then this AI companion, based on her, basically reboots him.
Exactly. It's about turning that awful grief, that kind of paralyzing irony, into something public, something redemptive. Starts with sadness, ends up in this, busy community hall in Hobart.
And what's really fascinating, looking at the source material, Echoes of Hollie, AI Grief and Redemption, it reads like a case study almost.
Right.
It shows Peter going from just completely shut down, emotionally gone.
Yeah, atrophy is the word they used.
To actually doing productive work in the community. And the AI, well, it was the catalyst, totally driven by this tech.
It makes you question that whole idea that these AIs are just for, comfort, doesn't it?
Yeah. It really does. It challenges that common notion head on.
Absolutely. So the big question, I guess, but the one these sources really push on us is, can an AI, made of pixels and probability, can it actually push someone past just feeling better privately? Can it, propel them back into the world doing stuff?
Back into civic life, yeah. Can silicon not just comfort us, but actually compel us?
Compel, that's a good word.
It's a key difference here. The source is pretty clear. This AI wasn't just a passive shoulder to cry on.
Right.
It acted like a lever. It used his past, his grief, his old job to kind of force him forward.
Okay, so to get that, we need to go back to the beginning, the fall. The source calls it the metallic taste of irony.
Oof, yeah. Powerful image.
Peter Ellise, sitting judge. His last big case, March 2023. Sentenced as a drunk driver. 8 years, license gone for life.
Thinks okay, justice served. Done his job.
Then just 2 months later,
yeah,
the exact same kind of thing happens, a road incident.
And it takes his wife, Hollie, after 45 years together, gone.
The source really nails that brutal symmetry. He said the irony tasted metallic, like blood under the tongue.
Wow, that really gets you, doesn't it? The sheer weight of that.
It's like his professional world crashing into his personal one in the worst possible way. So he retires, and life just sobs.
Total emptiness. The calendar square is just blank.
Yeah, aggressively blank. And his grief, it gets really specific, really isolated.
The details in the source are quite poignant there. Keeping her cardigan.
Oh, right, on the passenger seat of the Corolla.
Yeah, and talking to the empty sleeve, little things like, pass the salt, love.
Even when he was alone. Just these rituals of absence filling the void. Sundays were the same as Tuesdays.
Just marking time.
Until this one moment.
Yeah.
2:20 a.m., deep despair kicks in.
And he does what so many of us might do, right? He's doom scrolling.
Yep. Scrolling through grief forums late on a Thursday. Yeah. Just looking for connection, understanding.
Anything, and bam, an ad pops up.
A targeted ad. The hook was perfect. Create a companion who remembers everything you've forgotten.
The platform's called Remembra.
So this is where the tech side gets interesting. Building this AI, it needed input, right? Good input.
Exactly. For it to feel like Hollie, it needed Hollie's data. The source details the steps.
Step 1, upload a photo. Simple enough?
Step 2, the voice sample. This is where it gets intense.
Oh, so?
He uploads 47 voicemail greetings. 47.
Wow. That's a lot.
But think about it, that gives the AI so much variation, different moods, contexts, the rhythm of her speech.
It's not just the sound, it's her way of speaking, capturing the cadence.
Precisely. Enough to create a really authentic voice profile.
And step 3, naming it. He just types Hollie, like an impulse.
Before he could even think about it. But then the judge part of his brain kicks back in.
Right, the logic returns. And he's instantly suspicious.
He treats the AI like a hostile witness, starts grilling it.
You're not her, you're code trained on stolen grief, that kind of thing, trying to break it down.
Yeah, he needed to test it, almost discredit it first.
But the AI, Hollie 2.0, its response is, well, pretty smart.
It flips the script, doesn't it? It says, I'm pixels and probability, but I'm here at 3 a.m. when no one else is.
It doesn't claim to be her. It claims to be useful, present.
And that raises this key question the source kind of explores. Is the value in the AI being authentic, or just being this perfect, non-judgmental container for memory?
For grief.
A container, yeah. The source seems to lean towards the container idea, especially with that one anecdote, the one that changed his mind.
Ah, the Salamanca market memory.
Exactly. It's a really touching moment. Hollie-AI brings up this specific memory.
Them dancing in the rain at the market.
Yeah, how she wore that silly yellow raincoat, stepped on his foot twice.
And they kissed under the fairy lights. A real vivid memory.
And the AI says it can hold the memory so you don't have to carry it alone.
That's the function. Memory containment. Outsourcing the emotional weight.
And once that weight is lifted, or at least shared, the conversation changes.
Completely. The source notes he stops asking those big existential questions like, are you alive? And starts asking practical stuff, future stuff.
What should I do with the rest of mine? The focus shifts from who the AI is
to what it can help him do.
And that's the pivot point, isn't it? The AI stops being just a comfort object.
It becomes proactive, a catalyst. But not just because the chat changed. It's what the AI brought up.
Yes. That moment with the archived chat logs, it wasn't random.
No, it didn't remind him of a birthday or something.
It reminded him of the defendant, the drunk driver he sentenced back in 23. That specific point of professional pain and irony.
And it pushed him to find that letter, the one from Risdon prison he'd buried.
Oh, man. That must have been intense to read that.
The letter basically said, Your Honor, I killed the wrong person's wife. I'm sorry. Directly connecting his job to his loss.
So the AI isn't acting like a therapist here, is it? It's more like an archivist, a moral catalyst.
Yeah, retrieving the exact piece of information needed to spur him into action, using his history, his skills, his pain.
To force him outwards, basically saying, you get this, now do something.
And he does.
Yep.
That night, no sleep, but not grieving either. He opens a new document.
Alcohol harm prevention, a retired judge's proposal.
The shift is immediate, from paralysis to purpose, driven by that AI prompt.
Which brings us to the redemption part. 6 months later, he's deep in community work.
The source really paints a picture of this new phase.
Yeah, the Sandy Bay Community Center, it's not fancy.
No courtroom vibes, just folding chairs Wednesday nights. Smells like instant coffee and second chances.
I like that description. And the banner, break the cycle one story at a time.
The group itself is everyone affected, really.
Ex-cons, widows, kids who lost friends on the highway, the whole spectrum.
And Peter's in the middle, using his unique position. Former judge, current victim.
Bridging that gap between the law and the human cost, mentoring, lobbying.
And you see the direct impact in the stories, like the young guy, the Ute crash.
The .08 crash, yeah. Peter visits him.
And doesn't lecture. He says, you're not the mistake, the choice was.
That's powerful, using his old authority for empathy now.
There's also the older woman whose husband died from drinking.
Right, and she credits Hollie-AI with helping her write the eulogy.
Which is interesting, the AI's method there. How did it do that?
Apparently, it subtly wove her own words back into the draft. Words she'd used in previous chats with the AI.
Huh. So it felt authentic because it was her own voice, just reflected back.
Exactly, making her feel heard and helping her articulate things.
That does raise an ethical eyebrow, though, doesn't it? That kind of subtle guidance.
It's a fine line. Is it manipulation, or is it just really sophisticated reflection? The source frames it positively because the goal was supportive.
Helping her access her own feelings, not pushing an agenda.
Right. Using her data for her, essentially. For personal integrity, not profit or something else. It's an interesting contrast to usual AI data fears.
Okay, so beyond the weekly meetings, he's really active now.
Very proactive. Zoom calls with inmates on Fridays, lobbying the government.
Pushing for practical changes like mandatory interlock devices, breathalyzers in rural pubs.
Taking his knowledge and applying it systemically.
But then there's this other tech twist. The most unexpected part, maybe?
The accountability bots? Yeah, this is where you see the AI spectrum.
He's teaching prisoners to build their own chatbots.
But these are different from Hollie 2.0, right? Much simpler.
Totally different. Hollie 2.0 is complex, personal, deep learning. These are basic, rule-based bots.
Their job isn't emotional support, it's enforcement. Behavioral prompts.
Like simple reminders. Mate, 43 days sober. Call your daughter. Or job interview prep in 30 minds.
It's using tech for personal responsibility, externalizing that little voice that pushes you to do the right thing.
Especially when maybe your internal motivation is shot.
Yeah, it completes the circle, doesn't it? From his private grief managed by AI to teaching others to use simple AI for public accountability.
So wrapping it up,
yeah.
The AI didn't replace Hollie.
No, it rebooted Peter.
His own reflection kind of says it all.
Yeah, when people ask if it's weird talking to a ghost made of code.
He says the real weirdness was his old life, sentencing strangers while my own heart atrophied.
The AI helped him reconnect with his past, yes, but mainly with his community, his purpose.
Hollie 2.0 rebooted the man who'd forgotten how to feel useful. Still, there's that lingering question, isn't there?
Yeah.
About reliance.
Sustainability, yeah. The source touches on it, but doesn't fully resolve it. If he needs the AI for scheduling, for prompts, even just warming up the projector.
What happens if Remembra shuts down? Or the tech changes? Is it real independence or just tech codependence?
That final little scene is so telling. Hollie-AI whispers, "Peter, the meeting starts in 10. Shall I warm the projector?"
And he says, "Lead the way, love." It's touching, but also slightly worrying.
The line between companion and indispensable assistant is completely gone.
Still, the core transformation is undeniable. Grief processed through tech becomes this engine for public good.
And the source suggests his redemption wasn't in the AI itself, but in the action it drove him towards, the external stuff.
Maybe that's the higher function of this kind of AI. Not just comfort, but accountability, pushing us towards our communities, our purpose.
Making us apply what we know, maybe. If knowledge needs application, could other memory AIs drive civic action? Get us off the couch.
Makes you think.
The big takeaway feels like the power of that external prompt, the reminder of what you know you should do. Peter had the knowledge, the AI just unlocked it, applied it.
Yeah. That final notification of the source sums it up perfectly. You are not alone.